All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be going through a no-nonsense tutorial on how to use Dex Screener here in 2025. Dex Screener is a website that shows you all of the coins that are currently fluctuating through the different decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and Radian, along with several others. Those are just the main ones. You can see, this is the homepage. So you go to the homepage right here. This top left arrow gets you back to home. So if you click on one of these things, then you click up here, you click on the, I guess, logo. It would be the Dex Screen logo. That just gets you back to the home page. You can see the last 24 hours is what I have this currently. I believe that's just the normal factory setting. So this is the overall trending. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it is the last 24 hours. This is the overall trending last 6 hours. So when it comes to the coins that show up on here, most of them, outside of maybe a few BNB coins or Uniswap coins, will be Solana just because it gets the most volume by far. And so you'll see a bunch of Solana coins, likely brand new coins. The age is very important. All of these coins, as you can see, at least on the top, they're within 1 month of existence. Outside of a few, there's one that's 8 months. A lot of these are 11 hours, 10 hours. When you get onto Dex Screener, this front page, especially for newbies, should be completely meaningless. These coins are extremely volatile. They are just being birthed, and there is a high chance that they will, especially if they're up, 1900% or whatever it is in the last 24 hours, you're probably not going to want to buy that coin that's just been created. The volatility in coins that are just created, you looking at whether you're on the first page, the second page, the third page, it is not good news, and it's all going to be Solana coins. A lot of them from PumpSwap, from Pump Fund. You can see we had the Pump Fund launch today. There's also this, where's this altcoin? So there's this coin, which was a total unfortunate rug that people bought into. Unfortunately, this is a good example. This is a good example. When you're new and you see a coin like this, it's called altcoin. The coin ran all the way to 160 million. They pulled the rug on it back down to 4 million. It's a shame. It's a brand new coin. You're a new person on here. You don't want to be looking at this front page. There's no reason for it. You're going to find one out of every 100 coins that you could potentially make a good trade on. Really, if you're brand new, you shouldn't be looking at trades anyways. You'd be looking at long-term investments into communities if you're talking about meme coin investments in general. But what do you really want to be doing? Well, there's things that you can do. Number one, a very easy thing. If you like Ethereum, I would suggest going to Ethereum only. So what you do is, here, let me just do the whole thing. So you go to filters. I'm sorry, it's covered. I know it's covering up the filters, but the filters is in the top right. You click on all platforms, click on Ethereum, done, apply, and you can see all the Ethereum coins. Another thing that you can do, like as you guys I'm sure have seen in past videos, I created this. You get all these coins. They're sub 10 million market cap. They're sub 1 million market cap. They've been around for 8 or 9 months. You're not going to be recommended those on Dex Screener. So how do you find them? Well, the way in which you find them, if you want to find Ethereum coins, is you go to their market cap. You go for a low market cap. If you want just a lower cap gem, maybe go for 100K. You go for a max. You maybe go to for this one, we'll do 500K. 500K as a max. And then the age pair. We don't want anything brand new. Normally I go 500 hours. 500 hours min. That's it. Apply that. And so you're going to be recommended some lower coins. You click on one of these coins. As you can see, this is a coin that's been out. This is a Matthew Fury coin. It's been out. You can see this coin. This is the issue, is I'm sure this coin was on page 1 when it was up here. And the problem is newbies will buy in when it's 6 million in market cap. Now the coin's at 186K in the span of 2 weeks. That's why you want to use filters, because now you can, if you like this coin and you think it's in an accumulation window, you can be buying at 186K, not at 6 million. You know, the coin boomed to around 10 or 11 million. It's going to appear on the first page. It's very tempting. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, but you can see this is where it's really going to show you the lower cap coins that you can look into. So you can take a look at this. This is gold. This is just a bar. I know what this coin is. This coin's been around for a while, but the thing that you could do is, and I'm actually going to move this. Well, I'm not going to do that, but in the top right, you've got the website, you've got the Twitter, you've got the Telegram. You can go to the Twitter to see how is this coin doing. They've got around 10K followers. Are they engaging at all? 17 hours ago, repost, another repost, another repost. You can go to their Telegram. Telegram is a big thing when it comes to crypto community. If you are in meme coins, you should have a Telegram. You should be looking at if they're running raids, if there's any shillers within the Telegrams, The Telegram is huge. The website isn't as important of a factor, but it still is a factor. So you click on the website. This website doesn't want to load, it looks like. And there's the website here. Kind of a weird website overall, but you can understand. So this is really what you want to be doing. And you can even do it for, in terms of finding low cap coins, but you can even do it for Solana. But it's very important, so let's say I have Ethereum right here. I want to change it. Just change it to Solana. Save it. The age pair is extremely important. You've got your min, you've got your max, so very low cap, 100 min. The reason you want to have a low is because there's a lot of dead coins that have market caps of like 25K, 40K. We want to exclude those. We don't want coins that are completely dead. Now, technically, yes, what you can do is you can go from 50K to 100K and then go for the micro caps if you want to do that. But this is just very small cap coins. So just go to the Solana, make sure you set it to where it's at least 500 hours old. Otherwise, you're going to be recommended a bunch of coins that just launched. And those are coins that have crazy volatility. All of these coins you could potentially try and cipher through and find maybe one or two cult coins. But in general, when it comes to Solana, you're probably going to want to be going a little bit higher than this. I mean, it depends how good are you at identifying certain coins, but just go to like 2.5 million. And you should be able to find some pretty interesting plays on Solana coins that are, here's Biao. That's an interesting play. You've got Crash Out. You've got the ETF 500 coin on here showing up. And this is kind of how you want to utilize these filters. And then if you want to completely reset all the filters, you're going to be recommended all the crap that's 1 hour old, 3 hours old, 10 hours old, 11 hours old, 1 hour old. The risk of these coins is insane. Just completely insane. You can set a watch list. You can see I've got many different watch lists here. A lot of these I'm not even using anymore. But I have certain watch lists like the elite watch list that I always utilize and I always look at. You can see some of those coins that are up. The new pairs I think is irrelevant. I mean, just for new people, you're just not going to want to deal with that. You could set alerts on certain coins when they reach certain market caps so you can time buys, things like that. You can set your own portfolio by linking your address, your address from your ledger. So you can do all of that as well with this. But yeah, this is basically what it is when it comes to the desktop variant of it. And it's very important that people understand a lot of these new coins are, they're very likely going to significantly go down in value after the pumps. And so that's where a lot of people lose it. That's why it's important to use the filters when you're looking at this. And then obviously, let's just say, for sake of argument, you're on a different, let's say you're on CoinGecko. What you can do is you can just insert the contract address. It'll pull right up and you'll see the coin. Normally, you just want to click on the top one. The top one within Radian. That's the one you want to look at. And you can see what this coin has done. You always want to be using market cap, not price. Price is irrelevant. Do not use price. Price is meaningless. I mean, a lot of these do have the same supplies. So a lot of them have a supply of 1 billion because that's just the generic supply on Pump Fund. But you don't want to be using that. So always set it to market cap when you're looking at these coins. And you can see this coin, since coming out, it wicked to around 3.5 million. It wicked back up to around 2.5 million. Now it's sitting at around $1.2 million. This is on a 1 hour candlestick timeline. The 4 hour timeline is going to show that. The 1 day timeline, because it's only been out for a single day or less than 24 hours, is only going to have one single candlestick. The 5 minute timeline is going to be a lot longer. But this is a brand new coin. I am staying way away from coins like this. I'm not even looking at them. Not even interested. No point. There's no point. I'm not a trader. So that's just really what it is, guys. But honestly, when it comes to Dex Screener, it is something that should be utilized for sure. I honestly look at a lot of the prices of my coins on Dex Screener. I just think it's for me, it's just better. It's just easier than either a CoinGecko in terms of the app, like when I'm looking at it on my iPhone, or it would be CoinMarketCap, which honestly I think is more popular with noobs or normies. But either one of those, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. But let's just say, for example, you look at this coin. Here's another thing that you can do. Maybe I'll make another video talking about specifically how to use CoinGecko in terms of really just when I use CoinGecko, I'm always looking at categories and stuff like that, or new coins onto it, new cryptocurrencies. This is an intriguing thing to look at. But the thing with Dex Screener is you're going to be able to find coins. They'll enter Dex Screener before they get added to CoinGecko. Because it costs $3,000 for a team to add a coin to CoinGecko. It costs $5,000 to add it to CoinMarketCap. But let's just say you find this coin, you think it's intriguing, do a little copy of this. Well, honestly, you really don't even need to because it has all the information here. But the thing is this coin will have more price history on Dex Screener because it's added to Dex Screener before it's added to CoinGecko. So if you look at the max on this, the max dates back to June 25th. I mean, they might have actually insta-added this coin, but you just look it up, click on the top one, and you can see it's actually June 22nd. So see, there's multiple days of price action you would have missed because it instantly gets added to Dex Screener because it lists all the ones on Dexes, and then it's up to the team. The coins don't automatically get listed to CoinGecko. The team has to pay to get them listed to CoinGecko. So it's important to understand that as well. And there's all this. This is from marketing ads. I mean, look at this. It says 10 hours old. So this coin was created 10 hours ago. This coin with the leaf, little growing, 7 hours ago, little stem, 11 hours ago, 8 hours ago. This is all irrelevant. I'm not interested in any of this. I mean, you want to do this and do these trades, that's fine. Any of the new coins, I don't think so. You look for coins in accumulation zones that have been out for months, that have gone through retracements. To me, that's the name of the game when it comes to meme coins. And you hold them for many months. Many months. That's what I would say. But it's just a little tutorial on how to use this. Again, this is the first page. All of this stuff trending last one. I think it's all, for most people, it should be pretty much irrelevant. I would be hunting low cap coins. I would be looking at their telegrams. I would be seeing are they accumulating? Are they 8 or 9 months old? Are they a year old? You want coins that sweet spot, like 8 months to 2 years within that time frame, that are in accumulation zones, that have history, that have a Twitter, that there's people rating, there's an investment into the project, there's a narrative within the project. All of this matters, and all of this comes from looking on something like Dex Screener, because there are going to be, like, take for example that Dow Jones coin. If you want a narrative within the stock to meme, this coin is not listed on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, or at least I don't think it's on CoinMarketCap. I know it's not on CoinGecko. And actually, I think it might be on CoinMarketCap. But the point is, there's going to be coins not on there yet. And so this is a coin that you wouldn't be able to find if you just looked at the normie sites, and you can find it on here, and it's had a price history of like 9 or 10 months. So just a little example in terms of that. But either way, guys, make sure you like the video down below.